Hi, I'm Elaine Harding. Welcome to my blog and my YouTube channel at stampwithelaine.com. Currently, Stampin' Up's annual Sale-a-bration promotion is in full swing. If you place an order of £45 excluding shipping, your free product are these gorgeous, most adored 12 by 12 inch or 30.5 by 30.5 specialty designer series papers. Cut them to 6 by 12. Basically I've cut them in half, and they're specialty papers because one side is all gold foil and the other side is plain. So this is a floral one. It's a marbled effect on the back in Floaty Flamingo, and I think that's real red. So roses, hearts, and I've cut it this way because the other side is a mirror image of this. I decided to make a Valentine's card using the Adoring Hearts Hybrid Embossing Folder. There is a stamp set to match, but I didn't get that one. But Stampin' Up has brought back the brayer, and you can use the brayer to ink up the logo side of the hybrid embossing folder to get the detail on the embossing folder. So these are the dies, and this is the embossing folder, and these are the patterns that you can see on it. So that's the embossing folder. So this die will nestle onto the logo side like so, and you will feel it engage. There is a recess. Then you put your cardstock on top, shut the folder, and then run it through the die cutting machine on platform 1 and the grey platform 4. And what you'll get is this effect. So there's a bit of embossing. This is without inking the logo side of the embossing folder. The images will be recessed, will be debossed, but the surrounding areas are embossed, so they're popped up. There are also extra dies, so see, these will all come out individually. I hope I can peel off like so, and then you can use them individually. And there are 3 designs of each heart. So there's 9 altogether. There's 3, and then there's the 3 leaves. There's 3 here, and then this pattern here. These dies are all separate. So these 2 will cut the smaller heart, which will fit into, no, those are well and truly stuck down, so I can't peel them off. And these ones are these patterns here. Then this one will cut out an outline, but you can reserve the stamps from inside this to use for something else. Then there are a pair of leaves, some buds, and 4 individual hearts, and also a banner. Now I've already die cut the hearts. Now I made an experiment and I actually embossed it in gold by running the brayer across the embossing folder. So I put Versamark on that side, and I didn't cut the hearts out yet with the big heart die here, this big heart die, because I wanted to emboss it, but I wasn't very happy with the result. It was a bit hit and miss. So I've actually used this side for my heart. I think I'll choose these 3 to work with, the leaf ones. And because I didn't buy the coordinating stamp set that goes with it, you can look through your stash and see what other stamp set would be suitable. Now the Pansy Patch ones has Love You Much, and it fits perfectly on the banner die from the Adoring Hearts Hybrid Embossing Folder. So look through your stash and see what you have. You don't necessarily have to buy the whole bundle. Somewhere along the line, if you look carefully through your stash, you'll find that there will be a stamp set that might fit it. And I found it in the annual catalogue. This is an old stamp set which has carried over. It's with the Pansy Patch. It's no longer available as a bundle with the coordinating dies, so you do have to buy it separately if you haven't got it yet. But if you have, then you're laughing. By getting the Adoring Hearts Hybrid Embossing Folder, that's on page 18 and it retails at £37. Just add an ink pad and some cardstock. You'll soon get up to £45, and then you can get those papers for free. So I've used this pattern from the free Sale-a-bration Most Adored papers. It's got that gold foil pattern on the back, and I'll run through the sizes in a minute. So the card base has been cut at 4 inches by 11 3/4 inches, and in metric that's 10.5 by 29 centimeters. You need 2 matte layers in Flirty Flamingo, and both of these have been cut at 3 3/4 by 5.5. That's 9.5 centimeters by 14 centimeters. Then for the designer series paper and the inside of the card, both these pieces, one in the Most Adored Sale-a-bration papers and basic white, both these measure 3 5/8 by 5 3/8. That's 9 centimeters by 13.5 centimeters. You need half an A4 sheet so that you can put this in the embossing folder with the die. So first you put the die in the logo side of the embossing folder, and you can see it's settled and it won't move. Pop your cardstock on top, close your embossing folder, sandwich it in between platform 1 and platform 4, which is the grey plate, and run it through the die cutting machine, and then you get these embossed images. Then with what's left over, you can stamp and die cut your sentiment from the Pansy Patch stamp set. I've already done that, so I'm going to use those. I also use the new Layered Florals 3D embossing folder, which is this folder here, to emboss this card front with. So I'm going to pop my paper in, align it with this line here, shut that, run it through the machine. So there's my piece. Now the other items I need are Flirty Flamingo ink, the silver and white ribbon. Now we're ready to assemble the card. First I'm going to apply adhesive to my card, an even border all round. Then I'll adhere this to the card front, leaving an even border all round that as well. The inside of the card, adhere that to the Flirty Flamingo matte layer. Bring in my embossed hearts, and I'm going to put one in here, glue one down here, put dimensionals on the back of this, remove the backing tape, pop that there. I'm going to die cut my label first so I know the curvature of the letters. The lovely thing about photopolymer stamps is that it's bendy, so you can bend the stamp to fit the curvature of your label, Now I want to make a bow, and I need that end loose so I can tuck it under. It's handy to have a stylus, or if you are a crocheter you could use a crochet hook, but I'm not. So I have to use a stylus. Have the ribbon on a reel so you don't waste it. Lay it diagonally across your index and middle finger. Okay, make a figure of 8 and then tuck it under in between your fingers, your index and your middle finger, and poke that through so that goes underneath. Pull it tight, well, not too tight because you've got to tuck it under, and lay it across your middle finger again. Then through the hole, the knot, you want to pull the end through and then wiggle it to make that tight. Okay, and then you can slip it off your finger and you have a perfect bow. You can tweak it a little. There's very little adjustment on this side, you can't pull it any tighter, but you can on the left bow. Stick it to a glue dot or several just in case one of them doesn't hold. Pop it on here. Grab your ribbon scissors. Chop that off. Okay. And lastly, pop your sentiment on top. And there's your card finished. Really, really quick and easy, and not much embellishment. There's literally no stamping inside, but using the third of the embossed hearts for inside the card. So thanks for joining me today. I hope you've been inspired by this project. It's really quick and easy to do, and I've showed you some new products with the 3D lead florals embossing folder, plus the Adoring Hearts Hybrid Embossing Folder. Thanks for watching. Join me again for more inspiration next time. Thanks. Bye.